Hey everyone, welcome back to Auburn Clare Beauty. I thought we would do a fun little look today using some colors that you may not normally use, but are bright, they're fun, and they actually look very, very pretty out and about just on a casual day. I'm going to be using this Nikita palette from Morphe. Now this palette is beautiful, has a lot of exciting colors in here. But what we're going to focus on is we are going to play with this lime green right here. We're going to use this army green. We're going to use this kind of cooler toned pink. And then we're going to use this shimmery pink right here. And then we're going to highlight with this little silvery gray color right here. Now my eyes are already primed and ready to go, so I'm going to zoom the camera in and let's get started. The first color I'm going to dip into is that lime green. It's called Shigo in the palette. And we're going to just start applying this to the outer corner and bringing it across that crease. This color actually surprisingly not very opaque. So you can actually build up the color. You don't have to be so cautious about it when you first put it on. You can actually put quite a bit on there and it's not going to overpower. But still, I would recommend going in with a little bit lighter hand and just building up that color just to make sure. Now that's a pretty color right there. It is kind of striking right there, but we're going to be using some more muted colors to really kind of tone down that look a little bit. Now once you get the color on, and you don't want it like deep lime green, just a good coating. And I'm just using a medium fluffy crease brush for that. And then next I'm going to dive into the army green using just this little Morphe brush, the M506 that has a rounded end, not so much tapered, but a rounded end. And I'm going to start right on that outer corner, and I'm bringing the strokes across right here because I want to concentrate that color right here to start with, right on that outer corner, and then working it up into that green a little bit, and then bringing it across. Now I'm angling my hand up a little bit so it will get into that crease area and not get so much on the lid. Now you see I'm just kind of doing that windshield wiper motion back and forth, and then little circles right here in the corner. See, it's already kind of muting down that bright green color. But now I'm going to mix it right in that corner area, that bright green and that army green. That bright green just gives it a little bit of pizzazz, a little bit of lift to it. It's not super overpowering. Now if you did the whole eye in that color, well yeah, that'd be exciting. Now the one little color I did forget to mention in the intro is I actually am going to use this color right here, this kind of grayish color as well. And what we're going to do is we're going to apply the gray and that medium cool pink to the lid. So I'm going to dip into that gray with the name MTF, and I'm just placing it straight onto the lid right here. And I'm using one of my favorite little IT Cosmetic brushes. I've used this one before. Has a nice little thick, dense bristle to it. Good for capturing the color and distributing it without it fluffing everywhere. Now that I have that gray right here, and see we're all kind of blending these tones in. You have the bright color on the outside, then we're going a little bit darker, a little bit more neutral, and even more neutral on the lid. Now I'm going to dip into that pink, and I'm going to put it right directly over that gray. So I'm basically mixing those two colors together. Gives it a really kind of pretty, like it's a pinkish grayish marble effect on here. And that's going to be my base for that pink shimmery color that we're going to put right on top. And having a base that is of the same family as the shimmery color is going to make that color stand out a little bit more. The shimmery color, it's going to make it pop a little bit more. So it's always good to have a base down of the same color type. For the shimmery color, as always, I'm going to go in with my glitter glue here so it sticks. I'm just going to apply that right directly over that shadow I just put on. And I'm just tapping it. I'm being very light with my finger because I don't want the glue to come off, to pull the eyeshadow off. With my fingers, I'm going to dip into that pink color, that shimmery pink color called Estrogen. Apply it right over the lid area. And I'm going to dip in several times because I want a good coating of that shimmer. Again, this is to balance that bright green on top and really bring that eye down from focusing on the green to more on the lid. I'm going to go back into that first brush that I did that bright green with, and I'm going to just blend it a little bit more because I'm losing a little bit of that color. I want to bring it out just a little bit more. And you can play back and forth. Now I'm into the brush that had the green on it and I'm blending it a little bit more into the lid here. And finally I'm going to go in with another brush right here. This one again, it's densely bristled, but there's no color onto it. I'm just going to use it as a blending brush. Just to fix that color into each other. So one flows right from one area of the eye into the next. And that's all there is to that right there. Now we're going to look to the under eye area. I'm going to use my flat angled brush and I'm going to dip back into that army colored green called Army. And I'm just going to start under that eye. And I don't want to bring it all the way across. I'm really kind of concentrating it more on the outside half of the eye and really getting into that corner. That's going to make that eye stand out, really play against the white of your eyes, especially if you have blue eyes like myself. I'm going to go back into that gray color, that MTF, shake off the excess or tap off the excess, and I'm going to go right underneath here and bring that color though all the way across and blend it into that army green I just put on. Then up into that corner, just giving it a little color underneath that eye. And now dipping into that pink. Really, I'm just, whatever I did up top, I'm pretty much doing down below, except I'm not going to take the lime green down low. Blend that right up into there, and you can see kind of a nice little pink sheen right there. I want to take a little bit of that whitish silvery color I mentioned before and put it right into that corner of my eye. So I'm going to go back into my glitter glue because I want this to really stand out. Just put it right in the corner, whether it's above, in the inner corner, on the top lid or the bottom, either one or both. It just makes that shimmery color stand out just that much more. And for me on this look, I want to put it just on the top. So now I'm going to dip into that silvery whitish color called Nick and just put it right in that area where I just put that glitter glue, and I'm going to bring it up just a hair into the pink area, into the lid, just so it blends up into that. The last little thing I'm going to do for this look, I want to sparkle this look just a little bit more. So I'm using this L'Oreal Foil Metallics. I don't think they make these anymore. I am not sure, but just really, really pretty pink metallic color. And I am going to put that right on the middle portion of my lid. It's gonna match pretty much what I have up there, but this is even like more reflective. So that's gonna give that middle of the eye just a bit of pop to it when the light hits it. And that's all there is to that eye. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go off camera, finish the other eye, put a little liner, a little lash, and I'll be right back. Hey everyone, welcome back. And here is the finished look. I did add one little touch. I did add a little bit of highlight underneath my eyebrows with that same silvery white shade called Nick, just to give the eyebrows a little bit of lift. Now, I'm gonna do something a little bit fun. I am gonna go to the gym, and we're gonna see how this makeup lasts at an hour, hour and a half at the gym. So I am gonna do a check-in when I come back from that, and we'll see how this does. In the meantime, if you like the videos that I do and you like these kind of looks, please like, subscribe, and share to my channel, and ring the notification bell so you're notified of all the content that I upload. And I will be back in just a little bit, and we'll see how this does at the gym. We'll see you in a bit. All right, I'm back from the gym, and let's take a look at the eye makeup. I'm gonna scooch you in a little bit closer here. Overall, it did a fantastic job. I see just a little bit of a break right in that inner corner area right there. But other than that, it stayed on great. I worked out for about an hour and a half. I didn't sweat buckets, so I will say that. But I did have a sweat going, and it looked great. It looked great. So I would recommend trying this out. Have a little fun with it. Let me know in the comments what you think of this look. And thank you for joining me. I'll catch you next time. We'll see you soon.